Hello everyone, my name is Ruby and my two before and after words are selfish and follower. All of my life I've known about God. I grew up in a Christian family, and it wasn't until my early teens when I decided to follow God. And what led me to that was my parents' separation from God and the church, and just seeing the bitterness and hurt they had, which led them to their divorce. And so I knew I didn't want that to be part of my life. And in the midst of me growing a relationship with God, it was still hard for me to understand what He wanted from me. And it wasn't until last summer, in mid-July, I had attended to a C2 conference, and we had a guest speaker from Dallas, Texas, and he was just talking about excuses that we as humans make in order not to pursue God, in order not to follow Him. And so one of the excuses, or one of the things that was hindering from me to not pursue God, was a career, my career. And I mean, not that my career was bad, like it wasn't a horrible career, but that was my first priority. And so God wanted to show me differently. And so I just remember that night coming to my room, crying and saying, God, no, do not take it away. I've been planning it for such a long time. My future is already planned out. Why do I have to just not know what I'm supposed to do? And I mean, so going to U of A, going to IU, and then joining the Navy apparently wasn't in God's plans at that moment. I don't know if they still are. But anyways, they weren't there at that moment. So I just remember crying myself to sleep, waking up the next morning and just praying again and asking God that, or praying to God, telling Him, God, if it is your will, then I'm going to go to AWC and everything is going to go by smoothly. I'm going to be able to get into my classes, my scholarship is going to be able to transfer over, and I'm going to be able to get into the dorms. And surely enough, I did. So I ended up staying in Little Town, Yuma, and attending at AWC. And was it easy? No, it was not. And it's still not easy. Especially when I see pictures of my friends up on Facebook. I mean, seeing them, how much fun they're having at their universities and in their clubs and their involvement in the university. It just seems so amazing, but not as amazing as following God and knowing that I'm safe and that I'm doing His will. So I'm pretty excited about that. And these past 2 semesters, I mean, they've just been awesome. I've gotten to meet God in a much more personal way. I've gotten to experience a sense of humor. It's funny, but I have, and I've just gotten to know Him, and I don't know if in Tucson I would have been able to do that. And yes, like I said, it's not easy, but it's worth it. And yet I don't know if I'm going to be a dentist, but what I do know is that I'm willing to be a nobody for God, and I'm willing to do what He wants me to do. And I'm just really happy where I'm at, and just knowing that I'm doing His will, and Him just surrounding me with people that are also in love with Him, and that are also just wanting to do His will. It's just amazing getting to know other people and just following Him. There's nothing better than that, and just being able to please Him. So thank you for watching. I hope you liked it.